All right, happy Saturday to everybody, except me. I'm still so damn sick. I went and tested for COVID, flu, and I don't have none of the above. They told me I just got a regular cold. It actually feels worse than when I had COVID. Twice, right? I think I had twice. So, middle of this week, or last week, whatever you want to call it, called buddy of mine. He was in Texas. He owns a car hauling business. I says, I'm gonna see what's on Copart available in Texas. So I came across one vehicle. It was buy it now for $1,150. By the time you pay all the fees, it'd be $1,700. I says, you know what? I will take a risk on it and we'll buy it plus the shipping. So this vehicle I'm about to show you, I got $2,300 in there or something like that. And the point of the whole video is it worth gambling with a couple $1,000s on the Copart or IAA auction with the vehicle? In my opinion, yes and no. It's kind of depends how mechanically inclined you are. I'm not considering myself very professional on it, but I do my best. I really love Mercedes cars or vans or whatever it is, and make sure they are diesel or BMW diesel. They are very complicated. I never got in internally, but everything externally I have no problems to work on them. It takes me a very long time to figure out things or diagnose the problem. Sometimes it takes months, but usually I get to it. Example, like you guys see my video regarding a Sprinter. So what I bought, it's 2008 ML 320, right? I think it's 320 with the 3.0 CDI, which it has DPF, but it's a dry system, doesn't use urea. It's right there in the breaking point. I think after 2009 or 10 they started using the urea. So this vehicle I'm about to show you, reason I'm doing this inside because it's so windy outside, but let's go see it and I'll show you. I will try to explain to you what's going on with it. So this thing has same exact engine as this thing. So this is no, I don't see any body damage besides the kickboard right here, the step, which is fixable. Yep, it is 320, ML 320. So the vehicle started. I will not start it again because alternator is not charging. I will explain to you why alternator is not charging. So this is a 3.0. It's the same exact engine they've been using for years. They've been using them in Sprinter for a very long time, and they was using them in this vehicles, and then they use them in GL, and I believe they use them in plenty other vehicles, whatever comes with a diesel. European Union overseas, they use them in sedans, like regular cars, not just the SUV. This one is all-wheel drive because it's 4MATIC. So first thing, when I got here, I checked it, make sure there's no oil in the coolant, which is not. Everything's good. So I put a jumper on and the vehicle started right up. The one thing I noticed, I don't have my pocket flashlight. Let me wipe the camera off. So you see all that oil up there on the bottom. What causes this is this oil catch, oil filter housing, and there's a manifold kind of runs underneath it. So you got to disassemble quite a few stuff to take it off and then put new gasket there, which I haven't. That's not a big deal. So we'll fix that. So then after when I start the vehicle, I hear like a chipping noise, like something, like a compression leak. I'm like, uh-oh. So come to find out, this injector right here, it's actually the O-ring is like a washer goes bad. I actually have a video on this. So that one. Then I started looking on this side, which I got to take that off. But this one, this line already kind of hard. I will wash it. So this one's been leaking for a very long time, and they've been driving like that. And what happened is they melt the connector a little bit, which is not a big deal because I have those connectors. Or I can go in the junkyard and just buy a kit and save the injector. That's what they call a black death. Look how bad that is. It means it's been leaking for a very long time. And there's a piece of foam, not as far as I know, but at least on the sprinters are. Man, it's so windy. I hope this hood will not close on me. So the plan with this one, since it's quit leaking, it's kind of seals itself up. We'll just leave it for now. And then we will take the screw off, and the retainer will hold the injector. And hopefully the injector works itself out eventually, and then we'll start having a compression leak, which is no big deal. That will get fixed. Looks like somebody's been in this thing quite a few times, because that's not original. I don't believe that's original. So there's a gasket needs to be fixed. This doesn't look like it's leaking. So I took a gamble on it, and so far by looking on it, I just came in here for a little bit. It's well worth buying it. And then obviously I got to change the alternator on it. But the alternator, since everything's covered in oil, the alternator could be just slipping. I gotta check that. But look how greasy the alternator is. It's terrible. So, I don't know. I probably will record a couple more videos on it, but that's what I end up with for $2,300. We're missing a little cover up here for the tow hook. This thing was sitting here for mechanical. It's oily. It's dripping oil all over the place. We know why. And we're missing bottom piece. Dang it. The shield. Okay, it's not a big deal. We'll find another one. Grill. So nowadays they actually sell lots of aftermarket things for them, and there's quite a few parts, and they're not that bad because they're kind of getting older. This headlights, either buff them out or buy new ones aftermarket once again. So I don't know. I'm happy. I'm not. But I'm super pumped because I have another project with this kind of motor. I absolutely in love with them. And this time around, I'm saying why this time around, I'll explain to you why. It was well spent money. So why is this time around? So 6, 7, 8, 9, maybe like a year ago or so. Yeah, it was last summer. I bought 740 BMW. Similar mechanical. No start. We didn't know what's wrong with it. It was from Kansas City, so they brought it in, and the engine was locked up. I'm like, dang it. So I ended up selling that vehicle as is. Actually broke even on it. Thank God, didn't lose my ass on it. But in a situation like this, usually trying to sell it, if somebody will buy as a project, you always can part them out. That is option number two. Number two, the problem with that, you have to sit on the vehicle for a very long time, and you got to have a room, and then you have to keep a track of all of it when you're going to break even on it, because you really don't want to lose money on it. I mean, like, if you put yourself in a situation where you cannot make money off of it, at least try not to lose money. That's the goal. Usually I looked at it. So this time around, I believe, cross my fingers, I mean, by looking on it so far, I actually end up being in pretty good shape. And though I bought this vehicle not for the resale, my mom, I don't know if I said this, my mom has a 2007, which is a year older, same vehicle with 260,000 miles. And she wants something a little bit fresher. So this one has 192,000 miles. And my mom's always freaking out. She's like, man, this thing's getting so old. And I says, Mom, you have to understand, my Sprinter van has exactly same transmission, same motor, and that thing has 540,000 miles. And I'm very confident to actually drive that vehicle to California and back. If I need to go to California today, I will jump in and go. Like, literally, I'm not afraid of it at all. Longest, I have my scan tool, because the Mercedes are very known for like stupid glitches. If the battery gets too low, or it cranks for too long, or one of the sensors go bad, all of a sudden, it has minor glitches. It's pretty much, I'm considering this 3.0 Mercedes engines is like a 24 valve Cummins. They are perfect but not as perfect as the 12 valve. And that's why this 3.0, I think the 5 cylinders were much better, which I don't have zero experience with them, but everybody's telling me 5 cylinders were much better than this 6 cylinders. But I'm really confident on them. And I'm literally, as I'm recording this video, I'm super pumped for buying this thing. And I think it is worth taking risk once in a while to buy something like that, because it's awesome. There's no damage, so you don't have to do any body repairs or anything like that. Don't have to replace windshields or anything like that. It's mainly strictly mechanical. For me, it's easy to do mechanical, even it's a greasy job, whatever. Just clean the vehicle up and fix a couple injectors, oil leaks, and do full-on service, and it should be good to go. So another episode of Mercedes. Stay tuned. I'm sure if I find some sort of things I did not record, I will try to record. Plus, I don't record that much videos regarding the semi trucks. Somebody asked me, is like, what's going on with the truck repair? I literally give up on it because I do so much work in my full-time job, which is UPS. It's the last thing I want to do to fix trucks on the side, because the body hurts the way it is. I just don't want to do it. And the problem is, the trucks is one of those things, when they bring it to you, they expect you to fix it right away, as soon as possible, so they can go on with their, life, keep trucking. And sometimes you just don't feel like doing it. So I decided just to do something like that. If I don't feel like working on it, screw it, I'm not working on it. If I feel like working on it, then I will work on it. So anyways, thanks for watching all. Stay tuned. I will record something else regarding the pile.